My dad's mom and sister tried to cancel my mom's wedding dress. And we are back with comment section confessions where I react to some crazy tea. You guys leave me in the comment section. Thankfully, they wrote to her and said, sorry, but you still have to pay for it, which is how she found out. What? Same woman and sister got lost on the way to the church, then turned up an hour late in black with veils on at the wedding. His dad said during the speeches when being thanked for raising him not to blame them when it all ends in divorce. I never met this side of the family, probably for good reason, and thankfully my mom's parents gave us enough love for 20 grandparents so we never missed out. Why do people think it's okay to act like this? You can tell that after this wedding, the mom was like, yeah, we're gonna have no contact with his family. At my brother's wedding, the minister brought his girlfriend. The minister was a friend of my brother and sister-in-law. The girlfriend didn't know either of them or anyone else at the wedding. She tried sitting in my parents' seats and refused to move, even when my parents showed up and asked her to. The wedding coordinator came up to tell her to move, and she finally did, but squeezed in between me and my other siblings, which was better, but still felt inappropriate. First of all, why is she there in the first place? Second of all, why does she have to be front row by the groom's parents? My husband's adult nephew came late to our reception. He missed our wedding, and he was still wearing his fishing clothes. I mean, some people can never get out of their uniform. I've seen people show up to weddings late in jeans, sweatpants. It happens. My men wore black tuxes with black bow ties. My colors were beige and peach. My father-in-law said he had his tux. He showed up in a light gray pinstripe suit and his wife in hot pink. Looks horrendous in the pics. I'm still married, but we cut off the father-in-law about 20 years later. Now I'm going to guess that the reason the father-in-law was cut off was not because of the suit, but just sounds like they can't really follow direction and kind of just do what they want. So I'm sure it has something to do with that. My older sister's black tie wedding, our grandparents showed up in denim and tie-dye. They drove down on their motorcycles and apparently didn't pack actual appropriate wedding clothes. The pics are wild. You know, like I said earlier, some people just won't change. They are who they are, and that's the best they're gonna do. And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, would you rather have them there wearing whatever they're gonna wear or not there at all? Now, again, I think this also depends on your relationship with them. If they were really close with you and you got along with them, I think it'd be kind of funny, honestly, to look back at pictures and be like, look at grandma and grandpa. Now, however, if they crossed a lot of boundaries, you weren't close with them, or there was some no contact, weird situation going on, then I could see where this would be really annoying.